Welcome into the 2022 Texas High School football season. Welcome into the live stream portion of the season premiere of Friday Night Lights. I'm your traffic cop, Curtis Quillen. Matt Lively has the night off. He's at a wedding, and we will hear from Nicole Sheeran in just a moment. Our area started this season with two reigning champions, and tonight they face off in one of the heaviest hitting games of the week we have had to start a season. Lorena and China Spring both won it all in Arlington last year, but these are new teams. The Leopards have a ton of pieces to replace, as do the Cougars, and China Spring does it with a new head ball coach as well. So how about a battle of reigning champs to start this season? The state champ showdown did not disappoint tonight. A scoreless first quarter led to a high-scoring game, believe it or not. China Spring goes into the second half up 24-6. You see Cash McCullum giving the crowd a show with a nice little completion to Jackson Battles, but Lorena doesn't give in. Yeah, fourth quarter, the Leopards making noise. The pass from Jackson Generals to Caleb Carrizales. That's a lot of air miles on that pass. Touchdown Leopards, and they're back in this one. The Leopards turn around here as China Spring would go on the next drive and sack Cash McCullum as he's in the backfield looking to pass. No worries for the Cougars. 38-20 is your final. China Spring gets the dub. So who else do we go to but the intrepid Nicole Sheeran, live from Cougar Stadium. Nicole, quite the game tonight.
Kurt, you know this is my first Texas high school football game in Central Texas, and it did not disappoint. I mean, what a game to be on the sideline for. The Cougars showed out. Lorena gave them a run for their money, though. We had a scoreless first quarter. Then, like you saw in the interview earlier, Cash McCullum, that wide receiver duo made absolute noise. Cash McCullum came from a different school before, and he showed it out here on the field. New head coach Tyler Beatty was quite impressed with his squad tonight. But I mean, what a game to witness firsthand. Lorena, they gave them a run for their money, though. I mean, yes, it was quiet in the first quarter, but those Leopards came out to play tonight and made it a too close for comfort game for the Cougars.
Too close for comfort for sure. Two great quarterback names for Texas high school football, too, with Cash McCullum and Jackson Generals. Nicole, biggest takeaway from this game if you're looking strictly at China Spring getting that win?
Looking specifically at China Spring, they brought the energy. And I will say one thing, Cash McCullum has the ease, has the cool factor about him. Like you saw in those highlights, he got sacked. They riled him up a little bit, but he kept his cool, he kept his chill, and he led his team to a victory. That's key in the quarterback position. You need to have that sense to lead your team to victories in tough situations like this. So all I have to say is they're led by a great coach who has a long season ahead of him and a great season ahead of him, and a strong quarterback who's going to lead this squad.
Is Nicole Sheeran, her Texas high school football debut. Nicole will break down this game a little bit deeper on coming up later in the show. Stick with us. Let's continue with Class 3A. The rivalry between Rogers and Academy has always been good, but it's taken another step forward since they moved the series from Thursday night at UMHB to a home-and-home for the 2020 season. This year, both the Bumblebees and Eagles have a chance to make deep runs toward a state title in their respective divisions. But first, a battle for supremacy in Southeast Bell County tonight. Here's Casey Mraz. The impressive find of Scout Brazil over the middle with the great catch. That puts the Bumblebees in striking distance. And then you see this. Casey Mraz once again in the shotgun formation, looking to his right, fires, finds Braden Bartlett for the touchdown in the end zone. Following the play with a missed opportunity to get the extra kick, Rogers defense jumped at the opportunity to stay in this game as the hold is a little Tony Romo-esque. You're not going to believe this score, though. The Rogers Eagles with the upset 29-23. Let's go to Cisco last night. Clifton playing Merkel to open this season. Another 3A D2 from the Abilene area. Lots of turnovers. Start this one. Here's another one. The Cubs pass rush affects the thrown ball. It's intercepted by Carter Tunnel. And that's a huge play for the Clifton defense. Final seconds, first quarter. Clifton strikes first with the touchdown. Makes it 7-0. And the Cubs were scoring in all kinds of ways, including a blocked punt for a safety. But the defense also making its presence known as you watch it after this celebration get to the quarterback all night long. Brody Baguette getting the sack here Clifton starts strong, 20-12, matching its win total from 2021. Okay, the Chilton Pirates workout shorts this season have one clear message of the team's expectations: win state. They returned 14 starters from a team that made the regional final last year, and now the Pirates are in Region 4 away from Mart with a team driven to make it to Arlington. Pirates hosting Bosqueville tonight to open the year in Falls County, America. First play from scrimmage. It does not go well for Chilton. Caden Gillespie gets through the line with ease, sacking Pirate QB Isaiah Red. Later on in the Pirate drive as they're looking to punt. And the snap sails over Ty Jones' head. He's scrambling to recover it. He gets his hands on and is immediately brought down. Bosqueville takes over at the Chilton 31 for the first time. Nothing doing for the Dogs. Ensuing Chilton drive. Red pump fake going for it all. He's got it from his own 31, a 69-yard touchdown pass to Marquedrick Taylor. 7-0 Chilton at that point. All Pirates tonight. 42-6 is your final. Bremond hosting Norman G tonight to open the season as we continue through 2A Division II. Tigers strike first. Bobby Drake breaking through the line, and here you go. That's 6. Yeah, Bremond, they can do that, and Norman G is no slouch of a team either. More Bremond later on. Braylon Wortham on play action, looking deep, hits a wide open Carson Crowley into the end zone. They're not done. The Tigers continue their attack. Here's Wortham again. This time doesn't see anything downfield, calls his own number. That's 6. Bremond all over the place. 53-0 win tonight. Let's go up to Division I. Rosebud Lot. Big expectations this year, hosting Jewett-Leon tonight in a Cougar battle. Leon going for it on 4th down at the end of the first quarter. Brock Bumper's pass is complete to Brady Rohrer. He's immediately met by Daniel Rodriguez, dropping the hammer. Turnover on downs. Ensuing Rosebud Lot drive to start the second quarter. Jamarcus Johnson goes for the handoff. Nobody's there, no worries. Takes it himself, a little shake and bake. Untouched into the end zone. Touchdown Cougs. That makes it, and I swear this is true, 32-0 Rosebud Lot, less than 90 seconds into the second. Next drive for the black and gold from the Leon 23. You got mossed. Johnson finding Breon Lewis, 39-zip at that point. Yeah, they're rolling. Later on, it's Johnson taking the snap from the Cougar 43. 43 yards, untouched. You see where this is going. It's 46-0, 59-19 is the final. Holland hosting Division II number 5 Burton tonight at home. After a strong first quarter, it's 14-0 Panthers. Starting of the second, Hornets come alive. Desi Cantu finds Matthew Woodall for the touchdown after the extra point. It's 14-10, just like that, and then partner lead a few plays later. Panthers lead there, a few plays later, it's Colton Cargill, Luke Hutka, and a whole bunch of people on the sack to slow down the momentum that the Pumas had established in the first quarter. All Burton tonight, they get the win at Holland. Just moments ago, are we going to scores? Scores, let's go to area scores. West takes down Godley on the road, 42-20 is the final there. Whitney, 27-23, winners at Troy tonight. Let's continue through Class 3A. It's Grosbeck all over Caldwell tonight at home, 41-0. Rockdale takes down Teague on the road. That's a long bus ride and a happy one for Jacob Campsey and company, 38-29 the final. Cameron, whoa! Lago Vista is a good 4A ball club, 71-35 in the fourth. Franklin takes down a good Woodville team, 22-12 at home tonight. McGregor falls at Hillsborough, 45-22 the final. How about Crawford taking down Gold Plate, 49-zip. Continuing through 2A, it's Millsap all over Hamilton tonight, and San Saba taking down Florence with relative ease tonight. Both of those games blowouts in the 40s. Moody falls at Axtell, 40-21 is your final there. And then Heiko and Bruceville, Eddie Heiko with the lead in the fourth quarter, 39-6 is your final. Crockett on top of Marlin by 1 in the third quarter. That's a really good ball game there. 28-20, Weatherford Christian leading Valley Mills right now in the third out west. Let's continue through Class 2A. It's Mart all over 3A Parish Chisholm, 54-0 in the third. And then Bartlett, the Bulldogs, taking down the Polar Bears from Frost, 28-8 right now in the third quarter. Granger all over Hubbard right now in the fourth. It's 28-6. And how about Itasca over Meridian? It's a good That's a good result for Itasca, 58-0 right now in the fourth. Going through, continuing on, it's Cairns taking out Wortham 40-20. Wortham taking down Cairns 44-20, and then it's 41-7 Milano over Bishop Riker. Going down to six-man, Abbott. Woo! 66-18. The Panthers might be looking at Arlington. Jonesboro takes down Coolidge 68-20. They'll host reigning state finalist Westbrook in Jonesboro Thursday night. Do with that information what you will. 46-38, Oglesby takes down Penelope. That is a Division II Division II squad taking down a Division I team. And then it is Central Texas Christian School edging Austin Brentwood on the road. 14-12 is the final there. And then Eagle Christian, 38-6 winners over Vanguard at Paul Tyson tonight. Live Oak falls at Conroe Covenant Christian, 60-42. All right, where are we going next? Nicole, let's go back to China Spring and let's chat with Nicole Sheeran here. Nicole, we talked about China Spring. Now, Lorena has struggled in this rivalry in the past few years, and it's honestly, I think, due to enrollment numbers. What did you see from Lorena tonight that you liked?
I totally agree with you, Kurt. You know, Lorena's a younger squad. They're led by Ray Biles. It's his 31st season with the team. What I did like from this squad, their quarterback, Jackson Generals, he had a strong game tonight. They started off slow in the first half, but they brought the energy and they brought the noise in the second half and scared these Cougars a little bit on the sideline. I was standing right there and they were getting a little nervous. Carrizales, great touchdown in the third quarter. He's got a big season ahead of him, in my opinion. So, yes, this squad is young, and Ray Biles said himself they had to work on the offseason to fill those spots and fill the gaps for this squad. But I see a lot of potential with this young team. They know how to work together. They still are working out the kinks. That's what first games are for. But, I mean, what a great first game to witness, and the Leopards should be proud of themselves tonight.
District 11-3A Division I, which is where Lorena lives, and of the top four projected finishers tonight, a few shocking results. Academy falls at home to Rogers. It's kind of the same thing, an enrollment issue there. Rogers is a smaller school down in Division II and gets a massive win on the road. And then you have Lorena falling at a bigger school as well in China Spring. Looking at 11-3A Division I, Nicole, I know it's your first Friday night, but you see Cameron with a blowout win. You see that Franklin gets a good win over a good Woodville team from the Beaumont area. I mean, how much stock should people be taking from week one results, understanding it is week one of an 11-week season?
See, Kurt, I think everyone needs to pump the brakes just a little bit in terms of jumping right on the gun with a certain team based off of their first game results. However, I will say, small division, bigger division, you can't sleep on those teams. Like you just said, Lorena is a smaller school, but they made noise tonight. Academy fell. There's certain teams that you can't sleep on right off the bat. But I will say, everyone hold your horses. Let these teams work out the kinks. It's game one of the season. So let the teams work it out. And then as the season goes on, then make your opinions and see how it unfolds.
You look at the dark horse picks from countdown to kickoff, and Matt looks like a genius. He's got Marlin as his bold pick. He's got Lake Belton, which got a big win over a team that made the state semifinals just a year or two ago in Leander Rouse. And my bold pick was Chilton. Chilton looked good. And my dark horse was Academy, and I don't know if that loss is a bigger indicator of Rogers or if it's just a rivalry game and I need to chill. And if Chris Lancaster's watching this, I can feel him texting me already that I need to chill. Nicole, you were also at Mac Peoples Stadium tonight. Connolly, that offense, they look legit. Is it as good as advertised?
Okay, so Kurt, I roll up to the game. Kick was at 7:30. I get there. The crowd is loud. There's this guy rolling around in this Army, whatever it's called, a little Army truck thing when they score every game. I get there. Yes, the guy in the tank. Thank you, Kurt. The guy in the tank. And I was like, what is going on here? Great intro to Texas high school football. So I get there, and right off the bat, Sibley, the running back, scores a touchdown. What does he do? He does it again, maybe 2 minutes later, and then they have a pick six and run it into the house. I mean, I was watching a Connolly team that I didn't really know existed, to be honest with you. I was taken aback. they made some noise in the first quarter right away.
The fact that Connolly could be as good as advertised, that district, it doesn't take much to get into the playoffs in 4A Division II. It's a 5-team, 6-team district, so 1 or 2 wins and you're in. And Connolly certainly looked like it can compete for a district title in there. Is there a result tonight that shocks you after making your rounds during practice earlier this month? Is there a result tonight that kind of sticks out and shocks you? I think we all know mine at this point.
See, Kurt, I gotta agree with you that Academy shocked me tonight. I mean, they have one of the top quarterback wide receiver duos in the country. They're led by Chris Lancaster. I had the opportunity to speak with him earlier this season, and he really has a great way of coaching his players. And you said they are your dark horse. They kind of were mine too. So that shocked me a little bit tonight for the Bumblebees, but I think they're going to use that as fuel in their next game. Yeah,
and they've got a tough non-district, tough road to hoe there too. La Vega over Connolly. Yeah. Guys, the Pirates might be back. Don't kick dirt on them just because they haven't made it to AT&T since 2019. Don Hyde Ball Club knows how to play some football. Nicole Sheeran, her first Texas high school football Friday night. Stellar as always, Nicole. Get some rest. Woo! We appreciate it. We'll check in with you next week. All right, we'll do a deeper dive into big picture next week. Have a good night, Nicole. All right. The first night of the high school football season is in the books, but let's talk about some former high school phenoms from the 254 to the 817. A pair of Central Texas high school stars making a big difference for TCU. Here's Matt Lively.
Rivals in high school, Travius Hodges Tomlinson from Midway and Quentin Johnston from Temple are still battling in practice at TCU.
People call it a show. This is what people come to practice for. You know, they want to see me and Q go at it, and whenever we're going, we going.
Both donning the number 1, Hodges Tomlinson on defense and Johnston on offense both earned first-team All-Big 12 honors last season. Accomplished at the next level, they haven't forgotten where they come from.
Temple, kind of like, obviously it's a small town, but the way the coaching staff ran stuff, it was close to a college atmosphere.
Playing at Midway, a 6A school, you know, a big 6A school. Already seeing, you know, the talent and stuff and the size difference from playing in any other, you know, district or division in football.
They may not have liked each other when they were Panthers and Wildcats, but as Horned Frogs, they sing each other's praises.
Q he's a really good receiver. He's one of the best that I've, you know, seen since I've been in college. And, you know, we can't do nothing but make each other better. So as long as, you know, I'm having a great practice with Q, you know, the games won't be hard at all.
And like obviously you playing college football, you know, at a high level, you want to make it to an even higher level, which is the NFL. So we going to each and every practice, kind of leaving the friendship at the door, and then, you know, and between them two lines, you kind of just battle out, you know, to the end.
TCU will visit Waco on November 19th when the Horned Frogs take on the Baylor Bears. For 6 Sports, I'm Matt Lively.
Johnston was named a captain for the Horned Frogs earlier this week. One more correction to give you guys tonight. Troy actually gets the win at home tonight over Whitney. 23-20 is the final, holding off a last-ditch effort in the fourth quarter from the Wildcats. Week 1 in the books. I'm telling you, Falls County, if you are a Falls County football fan, there is something in the water out east of us here in Temple, Texas, because, guys, Rosebud Lot looking like a playoff team tonight over Leon. We'll see if they can keep it going. Chilton, that's a good Bosqueville team, guys, and they just took them down 34-6. We're trying to get a hold of Benny Hewitt at the moment, the head coach of the Pirates there, and then Marlin. Crockett is a 3A D1. Marlin's 2A D1 reigning semifinalist. I'm telling you, Falls County is in the books. So that is it for week 1 of the 2022 Texas high school football season. For Rob Kelso, Ethan Clark, Maya Turner, Nicole Sheeran, all of us working the late shift here at 6 News. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next Friday night, fully staffed and under the light.